Hi everyone, Erin and Baxter here. Thanks for watching MaineLife. During these times, all of us in the production world are also trying to get creative, but we are committed to sharing the positive stories of Maine people. The brand new show you're about to see, which was filmed with our friends in Norway, was shot about a month ago before we were all practicing our social distancing. But here on MaineLife, we are fortunate to be able to meet these hardworking, resilient, and creative Maine people, and thankful that we can continue to share their stories with you. We are thinking of all of you, and we appreciate you tuning in.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound, and I pressed and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
It's a treehouse! Hi guys!
Norway is the best community in the state, don't you think?
Hey Aaron, Andrew Silsby here from Kennebec Savings Bank. I hope you and the MaineLife Nation are doing well during these unprecedented times. I'm proud of the fact that Kennebec Savings Bank has 80% of its workforce working remotely today as we try to keep our employees and our customers safe during this situation. Kennebec Savings Bank is a 150-year-old institution that has weathered many crises over the years, and I'm confident that we will get through this situation too. Our employees stand ready, although working remotely, to service businesses and individuals with their financial needs. So if you're looking for a financial institution that has stood the test of time, or if you're an existing customer who needs some help in your particular situation, please don't hesitate to click or call Kennebec Savings Bank today. Aaron and the MaineLife Nation, be well. We'll all get through this if we lean in and work together.
Hey everybody, we're excited to get started on our trip to Norway and Oxford, our tailored travel itinerary put together by your Maine concierge, Vanessa Santorelli says, "Hey Aaron and team, we're excited to send you to the vibrant small towns of Oxford and Norway. If you're a race car fan, Nordic skier, and all about shopping local, or an outdoor enthusiast, you're missing out big time if you haven't been here yet. On this trip, we are taking to the trees, quite literally, with the stay at the Woods Maine. We're also going skijoring our way through the fields with some fast and furry friends at Robert's Farm Preserve. But these experiences only scratch the surface of all that we're doing in this rural wonderland. I know you're intrigued to get started. Yes, Vanessa, safe travels in my new truck, and we will see you there." How do you like my truck?
It's pretty big next to my car. Welcome to the woods.
Thank you. It's a treehouse.
The treehouse.
Hi guys. This is so cool.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Good.
How you doing?
Nice to see you.
So good to see you. This is Candy.
Hi.
Finally.
I know.
Can you say welcome to the treehouse?
Oh,
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Very cute.
You want to go inside? Okay.
Do you want to show Erin inside?
Can you show us?
Okay, you can take
She's gonna start this episode, you know it?
Is this your treehouse? Yeah. Wow. Oh, look at the bunk beds. Wow. Is this your favorite book? Yes. Everything you need for a treehouse?
Welcome to the woods. We are in Norway, Maine. We are in a 4-season, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom luxury treehouse. We've always watched Treehouse Masters for years, over a decade, and we always dreamed about owning land in Maine and building a treehouse one day. And so we reached out. About 2 hours later, we get an email back. A few weeks after that, Pete flew out and we chose the location, and here we are a year later.
Yeah, all built.
There's a lot to take into consideration with a treehouse, but we wanted to make it a fully livable home in the trees. air conditioning, heating, its own septic system, its own generator.
You need to have access to infrastructure, access to electricity if you're going to build something like this size. So that all came into consideration when we were building.
So he's originally from Mass, I'm from Philadelphia.
We met in New Jersey and
Go
then
figure.
moved up to Mass and then
But really I think our heart is here. It just taps into a lifestyle and a community that I really value, and I think I want to raise my child in an environment like that.
I mean, she's going to grow up to be a Mainer through and through, no doubt about that.
Yes, 100%. Like, she is rough and tumble, and she's been amazing through this whole process. We actually are rolling out an apparel brand here at the Woods, so it's really a lifestyle brand of like comfort, hoodies, each different design and collection that we have. We're going to be tying to different organizations in the Maine community, so a portion of every sale is going to go to that organization that aligns with it, and really making sure that we can grow a brand that is giving to our community.
I mean, I think guests can come in and expect to be super cozy, a little bit pampered.
We're not a bed and breakfast. We really want to give people the opportunity to come and just be secluded if they want to be secluded, but we supply them with local pancake mix and local made syrup so they can make their own breakfast in the morning and never have to leave here. And one of the amazing things that we do offer our guests if they want is to take advantage of Vanessa's services. We've had guests bring chefs into the treehouse and have private dinners made. We've had people bring massage therapy into the treehouse,
Sure.
and those type of things that you can offer your guests in an environment like this is wonderful.
I personally, I
what's not
love
to
Norway.
love about Norway?
It's got the best Main Street. I mean, you can get anything you want, from fresh pastries to fresh local made brews.
All these different places, barbecue, whatever it is that you want to get. But I think it's the people. And this is why I've fallen in love with Norway so much, is I literally go get my coffee in Norway and everybody's like, Sam, it's like cheers when you walk in, right? Like, people know you.
It's a very communal environment.
And like, that is to me the coolest thing.
And then if you want to venture beyond Norway, there's 5 ski mountains, each within 45 minutes of here. So you can pretty much make your adventure, like we said, tailored to however you prefer.
Welcome to Cafe Nomad. You are standing in the cafe. We are on Main Street in Norway, Maine. Ever since college, I had dreamed of owning a cafe, so I bought a little building on Main Street here in Norway, Maine, and then I opened the cafe in 2007. And Main Street was a little rough at the time. There were a lot of empty stores, but I met some really amazing people who had felt really positive about the potential future for Norway and its Main Street. It's just this really great community, and people are really working together to keep making it a better place. We have a community table, and it is amazing the people who have met at this community table. People from all different walks of life. I have an incredible staff. They love the cafe, and that love of the cafe really shows and comes out, and the customers can feel that. We do have what I think is the best coffee in certainly Western Maine. We want people to walk away going, wow, that's some of the best coffee I've ever had.
Norway is the best community in the state, don't you think?
It is. It's a special community. On its surface, a coffee shop is not, anything new for a community. But I think what really the special part about this place is it became that flashpoint for community. And we didn't really have that in the same way here ever in my whole life.
Yeah, when people ask, like, oh, how big are your pancakes? I usually say plate size.
Look at all of this beautiful
Awesome.
food.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we've got from our lunch menu, our BLT, which is served on Borealis Italian bread, grilled on our panini. We've got our blueberry pancakes, which are buttermilk blueberry pancakes served with local maple syrup. And over there we've got our veggie breakfast sandwich, which we call the Overset, and it's on an everything bagel. It's got scallion cream cheese, avocado, tomato, red onion, egg, and greens. And then we've got our Noise breakfast sandwich, which is our egg and cheese, traditional. With bacon. And then the very last one over there is scrambled eggs with shredded cheddar, sausage, and multigrain toast.
And can I just throw in that I think we might have some of the best pancakes in the world. So I am a fan of pancakes, and I have stopped eating pancakes anywhere else because our pancakes are so good. And I know I'm biased, so I know there's a little bias there.
Yeah.
But it is a
Yeah.
simple recipe, and they just come out amazing. So.
Oh my gosh, we're all sharing. We're like family style here on MaineLife, so
Definitely.
And of course, there's real Maine local maple syrup
And wild Maine blueberries.
and
Yes.
wild Maine blueberries as well.
gosh,
So to top it off.
amazing.
So not only do we do breakfast with local eggs and local breads, we also can do catering for business lunches. We can do anything. We've done weddings and different events, so.
Well, you get to create, right, here? I mean,
Right.
you can, it's your space. And
It's our space. We can be very creative and always want to try to keep the employees interested and having fun as well, so allow them to be creative.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah,
It's such a
this is
special
awesome.
place. It's nice to be back.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Well, you're welcome
Yeah.
anytime.
Yeah, dig in, everyone.
Yes.
Again.
Like, yeah, look at that. And the beer. Oh my gosh.
Hey MaineLife, Jaeger of Berlin City Auto Group. On behalf of all Berlin City employees, we wanted to tell you how grateful we are to be part of this amazing community. And now, more than ever, we're here for you. I'm standing in our service department today, and I wanted to let you know that we can come and get you a vehicle for maintenance or service. We have technicians ready, and the vehicle will be returned to you, properly sanitized, repaired to your satisfaction. You can also shop for a new or used vehicle for any of our brands online. We can actually drive to your house and let you do a test drive at your home, or we can do a virtual test drive. And wanted to let you know that your safety and our employees' safety are very important to us. Following the CDC guidelines, we'll get through this. Stay strong, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
So I started making these a few years ago. Chumi cookies are gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. There's no white sugar, there's no nuts, so they're great for folks with food allergies. It kind of was one of those things that just was one idea and then went to another idea, and before you know it, that's sort of what you're doing with your life. And Hannaford was the first one to kind of bite. Hannaford really cares about their local vendors and their community, and I can't thank them enough. Hi, I'm Peter Zinn, owner of Chumi Cookies, and I really thank Hannaford for believing in me and all the other local vendors they help out.
Poland Spring Water, which will be celebrating its 175th anniversary this year, in combination with Maine's bicentennial, will be participating in the Maine State Parade, which is coming back to Lewiston. The Rickers were huge advocates for the tourism industry, and we're just proud to be expanding that partnership and participating in the parade. Hi, I'm Heather Printup from Poland Spring, and as we celebrate our 175th anniversary, we'd like to wish the state of Maine a happy 200th birthday.
Here at Maine General Health and throughout the state, healthcare institutions are working around the clock to keep our communities and staff safe. We are caring for our neighbors, friends, and families, providing the right care at the right time in the right place. We know as Mainers, if we continue to stick together and look out for one another, we can get through this pandemic. But we need your help.
To keep yourself, your family, and the community safe, please do the following. If you're ill, if you have cold or flu-like symptoms, please stay home. Wash your hands frequently, soap and water at least 20 seconds. Don't touch your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. If you sneeze or cough, please do so into a tissue and throw it away. And social distancing, stay 6 feet away from people and do not congregate in small groups. If you have questions or concerns, please call your primary care provider. And if you have an emergency, please call 911.
Thank you for all you're doing to keep each other safe.
I had my business with just my products over in South Paris, and I was wanting to have more of a draw and be in a better place. And since I make soap, I wanted to be in Norway because Norway used to have a soap factory. So this was the perfect spot for me. I have over 100 different Maine artisans and businesses. Wayne Village Pottery. She does a new ornament each year. And then we have, of course, Maine Balsam Fur products.
Love that.
They're right out of West Paris. One of the really popular things is the painted bottles.
Yes, we like those.
Made in Turner by Jacqueline Panat.
Those are beautiful.
She does so many different themes and she'll do custom. I have my whole wall of pottery.
This is beautiful.
with 5 different potters. Isn't that adorable?
Who makes
So
these?
Charlotte Young makes these, and don't let her name deceive you, because in August she turned 98. I noticed that men would come in my store, and if there was anything that they saw that was too girly, they'd turn around and walk out. So now that I have this as man-friendly, we have wallets, bottle openers for beer that fit in your wallet, leather items, valet trays so that men can put all their pocket contents into it. And then I gotta have, of course, a lot of blueberry stuff, because people come to Maine for blueberry.
Yep.
So to cut soap, we'll put this end right up to the stopper here. So push.
That's it. Yep.
Yep. Just push down.
I can feel it in my abs.
Oh, it's a nice little workout. Yeah, no matter how prepared you think you are for that little bit at the end, it gets you every time. And I just love how going through each one
piece has a different
looks totally different.
So pretty.
I absolutely love being in Main Street, Norway. There's this one spot just north of Snow Falls where you look around and you only see mountains. And I just feel like those mountains are just giving me a great big hug. And so whenever I've gone away, when I get to that spot, I'm like, I'm home. I wouldn't really consider living anywhere else.
Oh, you have a cold nose.
Oh, I got an earring.
This preserve is like 212 acres now, and we bought it in 2007, 8, and a little bit more last year. And it's really become a hub for the community because of the beautiful ski trails, snowshoe trails, and this warming hut. And it's free access to the equipment. We love and need donations, but it's free access. So.
And what does this mean to your community?
Well, it means that they've got a venue, and a fun and beautiful venue to stay healthy in the winter and have fun and form community. We are going to be learning how to skijor with 2 relatively new skijoring pups. We've got a fabulous standard poodle named Brody, and then we have Eldon Carter of the famous Carter's Cross Country Ski family.
And they love it?
And they love it. Yeah, they both love it. It's like water skiing, but with less control. The boat's a little less predictable in front of you.
You got a pup.
Yeah.
This is easier than mountain biking.
I have no idea if I'm doing this right, but we're moving. Thank you. MaineLife, MaineLife. This is a good workout though, huh?
Those 7 cups of coffee are working right now. Get me up this hill.
Let's race. You look so graceful.
What a great day. Super fun, not too fast, good exercise.
It's almost a choreography between you and your dog in that, particularly if you're running, you look at the terrain you've got, the dog's not strong enough to pull you uphill. There's commands that he's got to learn.
Okay.
To turn right, to turn left, to go on past other dogs and other people.
Oh, wow.
It's the beauty of the sport to me, is that balance of, you got to sort of get one with your dog. This makes sure basically that you and the dog are attached for life.
Oh dear. Will he stop or no? He'll just
kind of do whatever he's doing.
It all depends probably what you do. You're attached to Brody.
Okay, Brody, here we go.
Such a young pup.
Yes! Oh boy. Good job, Brody! Woo! Go, Brody, go! Oh, God. I got it. No, I don't. Oh, dear.
Get your center of gravity over those feet.
Okay. Good job, buddy. Good job, Brody. Go, Brody, go. You're so cute. Ah! Go, buddy, go.
Turn it the other way.
Whoa. Good job.
Look what she's doing. He's a puller.
Good job.
Wow.
Great job. Great job.
This is awesome. Thank you very much.
Brody, how'd I do, bud? How'd I do? Hi. That was awesome.
Before we return to the warming hut and regain access feeling to our toes, I wanted to thank everyone for checking in and welcome you to come to Norway whenever you can to experience the wonderful trails we have here and our great downtown. And so come to Norway, recreate, eat, stay here, and enjoy Maine.
MaineLife!
We are at Oxbow Beer Garden, and specifically we are inside the bottle shop at Oxbow Beer Garden right now. We actually have 3 different locations at this point. We've got our original location, which is in Newcastle. That's where we brew every drop of our beer. A lot of our beer makes its way down to Portland, and then out here is the Oxbow Beer Garden. The heart and center of it is next door, our wood-fired oven and our beautiful restaurant and a 200-year-old barn. But right here we've got the bottle shop. Biggest selection of Oxbow bottles you're going to find anywhere. And behind all of this is a huge network of cross-country ski trails. And we're really excited that this year the Portland Gear Hub opened up a small retail location here. And so they're renting cross-country skis, snowshoes, fat bikes, and they've got some great consignment winter gear. In the summertime, when the snow melts, we'll return to our farming operations, which in turn feed the restaurant, and we're pretty much staying busy all year round. I did always want to have something happening out here. I definitely did not think that it would be taking over the legendary Carter's Cross Country Ski Center, so it was a big honor to be able to step into this place and do our part to take it in the new direction. The core foundation of our beers are Belgian inspired. We make farmhouse ales, which are these kind of rustic, funky, dry beers that came from southern Belgium. And then we're also doing a lot of lagers as well over the past few years. What sets our beers apart is how they're fermented, oftentimes with wild yeast. And that's the approach that we take with our pizza. This is what's commonly known as sourdough pizza. So I like to think that like the DNA of the beer and the pizza are kind of linked up. And then, everything's handmade. The sauce for sure, which also includes tomatoes that we've grown here at our farm. The cheese, we work with a cheesemaker and she's pulling the mozzarella for the pie. Everything is done by hand and pretty extra delicious, if I do say so myself. So we're standing in the restaurant now. This is a 200-year-old barn. It was built in 1820. It's been lived in for many, many years, but we want to turn it into a restaurant. And so what we needed to do first was completely gut it. And so we did just that. We ripped everything out. You can see right behind you. I don't know if you guys can see here with the camera, but we got 1820 meets 2019. Oh, wow. Right here. Jillian.
Yes, Jim.
We'd like to order some food, please.
I'm gonna get you.
I think we'll go for a pepperoni pie. Let's do a mushroom and maybe a straight up cheese.
Straight up cheese?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Maybe a Caesar salad.
Oh, we have all kinds of options here. We have 18 taps. We have a really good mix of mixed fermentation and fresh beer.
So it's a really fun spot to come and learn about beers. Fun spot to come and not think about beer at all and just crush Northern Lager and eat pizza and that's all good. But if you want to nerd out on some funky traditional sour beers, this is the spot to do it.
There's definitely something for everyone.
My name is Ben Bozzi. I live in Portland. I drum in the Worst, and I'm the beer buyer at Handmade Maine Ramen Restaurant.
Cheers.
It's a nice combo right here. 2 of our most classic dishes. We got the Caesar. We're using kale in there, and then we've got croutons made from our house sourdough bread, and then we've got our cheese pie over there.
And Sunny has
delicious
Mushroom pie right here. And that has our white ricotta, mascarpone blend, a little lemon, olive oil.
Well, I lost my other friends and I gained another, so to new friends, to Oxbow.
Indeed. Cheers.
Very cool.
So if you're a fellow Mainer or visiting our beautiful state for the very first time and want your own personalized itinerary, visit my website or give me a call.
Thank you everybody for joining us here on MaineLife. To follow our adventures, you can check out our website where all of our content lives, MaineLifeMedia.com, or my Instagram page at Arno Valley. Thank you to our viewers, New Center Maine, and our sponsors. Go out and explore Maine and make friends somewhere new, and we will see you next week.
But the shovel, it digs deep, and the calluses grow over, but like a mirror to a...
Say MaineLife.
MaineLife.
camera, and that's a microphone. Isn't that cool? Yeah? Vanessa's favorite color.
Yeah. I like all the colors of the rainbow, but I'm not going to wear hot pink. Never.
Brody, say hello.
Oh. Front and have a new person.
Oh.
So
You tell him. You tell him.